Hello and welcome to another special edition of Rory on Air. I've been back home in Orkney seeing my parents out on Owskerry, but today I'm at Lamb Holm International Airfield. It's a bright, clear August day with a steady southerly wind. Tommy Sinclair, who's a bit of a local legend having set up the airstrip here, has offered to take me flying in his Jabiru J430 aircraft. For the first time on this channel, I've been able to rig a wing cam, so join us as we check out some of Orkney's most impressive sights from the air. Please do like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe so you'll be notified when I upload new videos.
We need to get a couple extra GPS's in here. Errors gauge, Golden Green. Right. Yes, we can go. Always a wee bit of chop off the quarry if it's in the hangar, if it's southerly. Where do you want to go, Rory?
Well, I've not been over Hoy before.
Right, we'll go the other. No bother. Very clear, there's Scapa sticking plain as can be.
Yeah.
Not awful, you can see it. That's main halt there. Highest, furthest north Monroe.
Just amazing how clear the sea looks and how much down you can see into it. Never seen the terminal.
Have you not?
No, not up close.
Not here.
Flotta Oil Terminal. Construction of the Flotta Oil Terminal started in 1974. The terminal provides the landing site for the Piper and Claymore oil fields. It's also involved in the transshipment of oil produced from the UK Atlantic margins, which are out to the west of Orkney. The island of Flotta has a resident population of around 80 people.
That's a Palamas that the council bought for £1. They were just speaking in the Orkney this morning about what they might not do with it.
The Palamas Sea Snake is a second-generation prototype designed to generate electricity from wave power.
Do you know about the tunnels in hell?
No.
Well, you see, the museum was a pump house.
Right.
And that's the second pump house there, that white building.
Oh, yeah.
The building above was the headquarters for the whole North Atlantic military operation.
What, the one right in the north of the trees?
Yeah. But behind it you see some diggings.
Yeah.
Well, there's a tunnel goes in that hill a quarter mile, and then it turns up 90 degrees and goes along the side of 6 concrete tanks that are 45 feet high and 110 feet square.
Full of fuel?
Well, they're empty now, but
would have been.
Full of black oil, yeah. And there's pipes up the hill, and there's steam coils in them for heating the black oil and everything, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if they took the whole top off the hill. I don't think so. I think, you know.
Amazing. A massive amount of work.
Yeah. And there's a service tunnel at the backside also, but then to the other side. It's really nice and clear today.
It's beautiful.
Have you never been on these islands at all?
I've been on some of them. I mean, I've been on Hoy. I went over to Rackwick Bay and camped there as a kid.
Yeah. I've landed in Runway.
Have you?
Yeah. It was bloody tight. So. That's the original long haul lifeboat. Came down there.
Oh, there, yeah.
And there's one of the original lifeboats is in it.
Oh, really?
The guy had it somewhere down in England for his personal craft, and he sold him it for £1. Like the one that was lost, you know.
Yeah.
Where the coxswain actually stands outdoors.
It is a stunning place to fly, Orkney.
Oh, it is, yeah. That smells at their house, of course.
Oh, yeah, I've been there, actually.
Oh, you have? Yeah.
My mum's friends with the woman who used to, I don't know if she's still there. Elsie?
Elsie Seeker.
Oh, yeah, that's it, yeah. This is Rackwick Bay, one of Orkney's most famous beaches on the island of Hoy, and I went camping here as a kid and got eaten alive by midges. Still an absolutely beautiful place to visit.
See, the Got the greenest field down there.
Yeah.
That's where I landed. Bloody tight. The land in from the shore, you know.
Yeah, up the hill a bit.
And that was Maxwell Davis's place up there.
Oh yeah?
And there's folk, wasn't it?
Up on the path, yeah?
Path, yeah.
I've walked that path. We stayed at Runway and walked round to the old man.
I've spent hours flying around the old man ahoy with folk cameras, but I've never ever walked the path.
Well, why would you? I mean, I only went to look at it before I could fly.
This sea stack is known as the Old Man Ahoy. It stands 137 metres high and is one of the tallest in Britain. It's popular with climbers and was first climbed in July 1966 when 15 million people tuned in to watch the Great Climb live on the BBC over 3 consecutive nights. Constant erosion by the sea will eventually cause the stack, which is believed to be around 250 years old, to collapse. Aside from the air, you can also get a great view of the Old Man from the sea. This is the Ham na Bheodh, one of Orkney's lifeline ferry services, which takes passengers across the Pentland Firth between Stromness and Scrabster on the Scottish mainland.
Awesome. We'll be out on deck wondering what on earth we're up to. Look how much the cliffs have been eaten away at the bottom.
It's full of caves and stacks all the way to the Newpeen and Westray, you know, all the way from Black Craigs to Stromness here. I'm just going to put you off climbing up on that sort of peninsula bit at Yesterday because it's just about hollow.
Yeah, there's nothing much underneath any of that.
Yeah, that's a Yesterday one.
Yeah.
See the hole that's in the middle of it?
Blimey.
Think about that the next time you're walking on the door.
Yeah, I think I will. That goes right in. Just so brilliant. Love it. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And with the sun shining as well.
Yeah.
Double bonus.
Yeah, you see, this just sat there all on its own. But now we've got this memorial wall with all the other names on it.
Oh, that's very nice.
And refurbed the whole thing till it's looking really nice, you know.
How many litres an hour does this burn?
20, 24, 25. About 115 knots or so.
Yeah. I'm amazed how
I think it'll be 25 would almost give you 120 knots.
Yeah.
The thinking man's 172, I would tell you.
Absolutely. Well, there's loads of room in the back.
Yeah. It's limited by load really, but it's quite flexible. It's got useful loads, about 350 kilos. And if you use 100 kilos of that for fuel, you've got 5 hours.
Yeah.
You know, and I was born completely without patience, but if you took it back to 100 knots or 95 or something, it would probably go for 7 or 8 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a work in progress here.
Oh, this airfield.
This is Twat.
Yeah.
And it's got 1,000 yards. But we really need it because Lamb Holm's not suitable for heavier machines in the winter time.
Yeah.
And it would be great to have this going. People coming from all over the world to put Twat in their logbook.
Oh, yeah.
This is Cubby, this one.
Right.
Now there's a guy called John Bain that flies Logan here now down in Glasgow. He was here flying Islanders for a time. And he had an establishment here, there's some of it. Yeah, he took the hangar away, but he'd scraped it. You know, he scraped the one runway with the JCB, but it was a mistake. It would be better just to cut the grass.
Yeah.
That's some of the scrap he had there yet.
Oh, this old trailers and stuff.
Yeah. He had a hangar and all there.
I can see what you mean about him scraping it.
Yeah. This is where they're digging now. Swandrow, is it?
Oh, archaeological.
Yeah, before it gets washed away. Have you heard of Jabiru Castle?
Yeah. Quite substantial.
It is, yeah. Well, it must have been, the amount of effort they put into protecting themselves. There must have been some nasty people about.
Yeah.
past Balfour while we're on it, rather.
Oh, they've got a wedding on this weekend.
Balfour Castle on the island of Shaphamsea was built in 1847 and is currently a private home.
See that park with the marquees in? I could land there, no bother with the scene here.
Yeah.
One of my school friends used to live here and it was always a cool place to visit.
Well, whatever Lizzie's doing today, she won't be having as much fun as me anyway. This is Mein Chef, the German one.
Oh yeah. The fair size is, I think that each side is 250 metres.
Yeah.
So that's a couple of 100 metres long, more or less.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
And some of them have great atriums in the middle with trees and all growing in there.
Yeah.
The pool, right? The pool's
a tennis courts and a swimming pool.
Yeah. There's a lot of pools here. There's one at the back there, there's one in the middle, sometimes a little one on the front.
Yeah. A winch only spot on the bow.
Yeah. You want to go around Kirkwall?
That'd be great, yeah.
Kirkwall pub, mate.
Go back, Mike, pass message.
We're just the west side of Kirkwall this time, 1,000 feet, and we'd like to take a circuit around the town if you don't mind just popping through the zone.
So from A-Foam you can enter the zone, I can see you, or have you inside. Just so you can, I've got nothing else known to affect you, can enter the zone if you wish.
That's very good, thank you very much, Bob, mate.
This is Kirkwall, Orkney's main settlement. It has a population of around 10,000 people and is technically a city because it boasts the beautiful St Magnus Cathedral. As I mentioned in my previous video, I was home educated on Auskerry until I was 14. After that I used to stay in the hostel here in Kirkwall with kids who commuted in from the other Northern Isles on the ferries. I attended Kirkwall Grammar School and went back to the island at weekends if the weather was good enough to make the journey on the small boat. In 2003 my parents bought a house here just up from the harbour which they live in during the winter months when the weather can be particularly grim.
These two pictures there, I would fancy to put the same here in someday.
Tommy, I'll land anywhere, Sinclair.
Big Mill Park, I could get in there.
There's a new hospital.
Yeah, it'll be a nice building. New school's a nice building too.
Yeah.
You can see the buildings that make up the Scapa whisky distillery here, one of two on Orkney mainland, along with Highland Park. Scapa Beach is a popular place to go for a walk, partly because it's not far from town, but also because it has lovely views of Scapa Flow. Tommy's handed the controls to me so I can get a feel for the Jabiru. We're flying south towards Ham Village, from which the Churchill barriers link the Orkney mainland to South Ronaldsay. The four causeways were built in the 1940s primarily to help protect the naval anchorage of Scapa Flow from U-boat attack. They now serve as road links by joining up Bury, Glimpsholm and Lamb Holm, where Tommy's airfield is clearly visible.
It is a nice smooth day.
Yeah.
Go, Pat Mike for full position.
Pat Mike's just over, just near Coventry this time. We're just at the east side of Pankerness.
Go, Pat Mike, John.
We're now over Mull Head, the most northeasterly point of the parish of Deerness and indeed the Orkney mainland. From here you can see Auskerry with the lighthouse on the southern end. I've spent many a day looking across this stretch of water from the other direction. If you'd like to see the island up close, do check out one of my other videos where Tommy came out to the island to visit and he took Lizzie and I up for a flight around Auskerry in his Zen Air 2-seater. That's also available here on my Rory on Air channel. Make sure you hit subscribe while you're here, and I always appreciate a cheeky share or a comment as well.
What's this under the sand here?
Yeah? Oh well, it's just, oh!
Looks kind of artificial.
Somebody's been down there with a plough. Yeah, and down there. So you get a rusty plough, you go down there and plough a lot of sand, shine it up. That's what that'll be, somebody's been ploughing.
So Bravo June 10 routing direct.
Because the rusty plough doesn't work and stinks, you know?
Yeah.
2 first.
Yeah, well, maybe about time for a coffee, is it, Rory?
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah. A bit choppy.
Straight back to 700 feet.
I get what Bob makes in the Lamb Holm circuit to land. Thank you for your help.
Bye-bye.
We use safety comb here now, but nobody else is about. But in the circuit, because you don't see much of the runways from the hangar.
Roger.
Wind's a bit
This is Michael to Bravo above Kirkwall, will turn right.
I always check the ground speed and the airspeed, you know, on final.
Yeah.
That's about 15 knots different.
What a pro.
I don't know. Yeah. I need to be able to land it. I've been doing it for over 40 years. You still get a bad one now and then, but
Yeah, but if that's the anomaly, you know you can do it.
yeah.
Well, that was fabulous. After we landed, Tommy put the kettle on and we sat in his clubhouse and had a chat. There are some really nice personal touches here and even a poster for a fly-in at my home base of Barton. I've promised Tommy a trip in the Eurostar when he next makes it down to Manchester, and I've said I'll even follow his club rules. Well, maybe not the hard hat. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe, like, share and comment, and I'll see you on the next one when I'll be taking my friend Fliss for a tour of Hillborough Island and her old school on the Wirral. Cheerio!